Hey, everybody, it's Vitali, and this is going to be a kind of a wonky stream tonight. I don't have anybody here to work cameras, and I've got my back to y'all right now. I know. Turn around a little bit. Uh, the rest of the parts have finally got here for that balanced build that we've been talking about for 2 years, and we are going to finally try to get started on it and get stuff unboxed and see what we have. This is the cooler, and I went with the cheap cooler for now, and we'll talk about that as we go. I mean, I guess we could kind of cover it now. It's because this isn't going to be the final configuration of this computer, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on stuff that wasn't going to be in here forever, starting with the cooler. We went with the Jones Boo. Y'all can't see it that well. I'm sorry. Maybe this camera will show it a little better. Nope, it's not going to because I don't have enough light on it. Because I'm going with an iNTEL 12700K. It's 12th gen Intel i7. We've got the Deep Cool LGA 1700 mounting kit that you have to have. And that's that right there. You can probably see this case right here behind me. This is the case that's been out in the shed for 4 years. It was in pretty sad shape, and I cleaned it up the best I could in a hurry. And I've repainted it. And we're going to do the build in that case. I'm trying to save money. It's still going to be a really good computer, don't get me wrong. And if you had to buy that particular case today, it's $425. And we've talked about that in our other videos. There's no way I would give $425 plus tax just because it was spaceship silver or whatever they called it. You can get it in satin black or matte white for $179 and then they also have an additional $10 off coupon today. So you could have got it for $169 plus tax. And there are other case options out there that are a lot cheaper, but we're going with what we have. Let me move around here. I had previously showed y'all the motherboard, but I sent that one back because it turned out that was an open box and it was missing everything that was supposed to be with it. It was missing everything. And I'm going to have to get a trash can. Let's put it back in its box. This is the EBGA 850G XC power supply. We went with the Corsair Vengeance RGB DDR5. This is 32 gigabytes at 6,000 megahertz. We'll set that right there. This is the vertical mount kit for the graphics card. That case originally came with one, and I cannot find it, so I ordered another one. I do have the comments up. Hopefully, I'll be able to hear it over all the noise going on in here. And this is the motherboard. I'm extremely proud of that for some strange reason. Got it upside down. This is ASRock's Z690 Tai Chi. When this motherboard released, it was, might as well say $600. I couldn't justify $600 for a motherboard back then. I couldn't justify it now. However, because it's last gen, they're now $209.99 plus tax. We can justify the $209 because any other motherboard that I would have considered having would have been in that price point or higher. And this one has a lot of features that I needed. And because I was going with starting off with a 12th gen CPU, I knew it wasn't going to be the latest and greatest, but it does give me a little bit of an upgrade path at this point. Because I'm going with the 12th gen i7. That leads I can go to a 12th gen i9. I can go to any of the 13th gen CPUs, and that leaves me a pretty decent path for some upgrading on this motherboard. I'll be able to use it for a while. The last one had no upgrade path on it, and 8-10 years later, however long I've had it, I'm still using it, but it has literally no upgrade path. So yeah, we're going to fix that today. I'm going to set some of this out of the way. And I need to figure out, I wished I had one more light. They stole one of my lights. Actually, they stole 3 of my lights when I got robbed in 2022. So I am down on lights. And I haven't had any offers for product placement or anything like that that involve lights. GVM sent me these lights like 3-4 years ago, and I'm grateful to have them. But I'm going to tell you what, I don't want to say this is a budget
How will
build.
I get the best vocals to sing live streaming from Universal Apollo Twin?
Well, I'm using the Apollo Twin right now. You really can't tell because I'm on a lav mic, but I am using the Apollo Twin Duo to bring my audio over into the live stream. And what I had to do, depending on the software, I don't know what you're using to stream with, but Streamlabs and OBS would not see my Apollo Twin Duo, and what I had to do is run it through RTX Broadcast, and that solved that problem. Another thing you can do is Voice Meter Banana. I don't. I've got my plugins loaded up over on the interface because you know the Apollo comes
I'm
with.
wanting to sing from my DAW Logic Pro X.
You're gonna need to get Voice Meter Banana, and that's a whole nother conversation. I wish my lighting was better in here, man. That is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to take my cell phone, y'all, and get some video of this so we can share it later, but where y'all can see it better. I apologize. And Antonio, let me bring a screen up right quick. And in order to probably get your DAW to work with your live stream software, you're going to need something like Voice Meter or Voice Meter Banana and virtual cable. Now, I hope that helps.
Where do I purchase it?
Just Google Voice Meter Banana. And when you find Voice Meter, you know what? Let me stop what I'm doing, and I'll bring this up where you can see this. Okay. VB Audio. And they're going to want you to do donations and all that stuff, but you can download it right here. See? And you don't have to pay for it, but they are going to bug you for donations until you make a donation or whatever. And then somewhere on this page, you will find links for virtual cable right here, down here somewhere. See the VB cable right here under audio apps? You can click on that and go get virtual cable A and B. I paid for all mine back in the day, so it didn't cost much, but like $5. So it wasn't much, whatever it was. And I'm sorry that I'm not in the camera because I'm set up to be over there working. I'm not set up to be at the computer. Hopefully I do not run out of batteries for my lav mic before we get through this. I'm going to set everything over to the side.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, see, now this came with everything that I was missing with the last motherboard. It came with the original packaging, it came with the cables, it came with the antennas. I've got to install a fan and stuff on this motherboard. There's a graphics card support bracket if you have a honkering GPU, which I'm not going to need that, and some other stuff. We're going to have to get into this. This may be a bad case that I'm not going to I'm not going to be streaming all this. I don't know. We'll just have to figure it out. ASRock, I will say that a customer should not have to install a friggin' fan on their motherboard. It should come assembled. Come on now, y'all can do better. Why are you making your customer do some of your work? Don't get me wrong, I love your product. One thing I don't see is I don't see any hardware for standoffs for the motherboard. Oh my, I may run into a problem. This may come to a stop before I ever get started. I know I've got some, I just don't know where. And we're going to need wire cutters to cut this loose. Make sure I don't miss. There's one. There's two. Y'all don't get to see a lot of this in other streams. And like I said, this is going to be a boring stream. I do not have anybody to help with the cameras. I don't have any help whatsoever. So we're just gonna do the best we can by ourselves. And I'm gonna have to take a look at this and figure out where that fan went. I think it went right here. This is what's sad is my jeweler's set has disappeared. My son keeps taking stuff without asking and not bringing it back. Talks about a software setup guide, but I don't see any software. This is going to be a long, drawn out ordeal. There's the software. Not that I have a CD drive. Guess I can copy that over to a USB drive. Well, no, I can't. Well, yeah, I can. I got a laptop. Okay. Well, I have no idea which one I have. It comes with that bracket. and some screws. It comes with this fan on a bracket and some screws. It's talking about 2 fans, but I've only got 1 fan. I'm guessing it goes like that. Oh my. And itty bitty screws. We've got a problem. Yeah. So that kind of shoots me down for tonight. I'm going to have to get on Amazon and order a jeweler's screwdriver set and do this when it gets here. Oh my. And we're going to stop this right here. And I hate to be for such a short video, but let me get over here by the computer. Turn my chair around. We'll get on to Amazon and order the correct stuff, the tools, and they'll probably let me just go to Amazon. Y'all bear with me. I'm shopping. There's so many different options on here. Thank you for that. I'll bear with me. I'm still looking. Okay. Found one. Fly my Capital One miles and get it for $1.69. That takes care of that. So we're gonna stop this right here, and we'll get back to this. And I may go ahead and get some of it put together off while we wait for that. But I'm not going to stream me uh, messing with it anymore until I get the correct tools. I didn't realize I was going to have to install a little fan that uses screws so small that I needed a jeweler set. My bad. Till next time, y'all stay safe. We'll be back.